Oh, ladies and gentlemen, we are back again with another disturbing Jay Slater video, and this is going to be extremely interesting because we have the full audio from where Rachel said Warren needs to back off. Remember, we done that video and we had the little snippet. A number of people, of course, were talking about that little snippet and they were saying, listen, that could be taken out of context. We don't know what Rachel was talking about. We don't know why Rachel was saying Warren needs to back off. That could be anything. Well. We have the full audio, and I have to say it's extremely questionable. Every single one of you need to hit the like button. You need to subscribe to this channel if we are new. You need to have your notification bells on so you don't miss out on future videos. In fact, we've just dropped a disturbing video. My algorithm owes me an explanation. You need to go and check that out. Now, here we have the full audio. Firstly, we have to shout out Lola. Lola is doing a fantastic job in keeping this case alive. So much that's happened over the past 7 to 8 months, and a lot of that information has been removed, has been deleted by people involved in this case. Abe's been deleting a load of messages, deleting a load of videos, a load of comments. Have Chris Tenerife and many others who have deleted content, but thanks to Lola and that 2 terabyte hard drive, all of the content that they thought was deleted is stored on that hard drive. As the days go on, whether it's old information that's compelling, it's getting published, or whether it's new information that's compelling, it's getting published. And it just means that this isn't over. For those that think this is over, for those that think they might have got away with something, you're wrong. Anyway, let's get into this.
This was a message on there that I got off somebody who said that there's a post that Warren's put up, all right? And I just told her, and I put, just leave it with me. This is what she came back with.
Okay, before we listen to this, just to kind of give this context. So this is a person called Sharon. Sharon allegedly was putting up videos and posts about Jay in support for Jay, and she was allegedly claiming to be one of Jay Slater's aunts. Now, I'm not too sure how true that is. As far as I'm aware, this isn't the same person that was controlling the Remembering Jay Slater account. I'm sure you guys will remember that account, the Remembering Jay Slater account. That was an account that was actively posting their support for Jay from the 18th of June. I mean, there was no way they would have known that the Jay Slater case was about to go bang and become a worldwide international case. But they were posting from the 18th of June. Remember, I asked Warren if he knew anything about that account, if he knew who was behind it, if it was an auntie. He said, listen, that account is fake. It does not belong to anyone in the family. This one here with Sharon is more or less the same type of scenario, but it isn't the same person. So what's happened now is after this woman, Sharon, was claiming to be Jay Slater's aunt, Haley Comet reached out to Warren and asked Warren if he knew who Sharon was. Now, Warren's put out this message. I'm not too sure what message it is. I haven't seen the message myself, but he's basically saying in the message that this person isn't anything to do with his family. And he said the same thing to Haley Comet as well. Off the back of him putting out the message, this woman, Sharon, who's actually in contact with Rachel, not Warren, not Debbie, she's in contact with Rachel. She then sends a message to Rachel to say, have you seen that message that Warren's put out? What's that all about, basically? And then Rachel responds with this.
Hi, Sharon. Sorry, I'm just in work. I'm fuming about that. I'm literally fuming. I've just sent a message to Debbie to ring me. The thing is, you won't understand that, but Warren has no idea. Warren's not with Debbie and stuff, so he doesn't know who goes to the grave and who supports us and who doesn't. The fact he's wrote that, I'm livid myself. So just please
go. That he's wrote that you're livid yourself. Now, I'm not sure why Rachel sounds wound up in this message. All Warren has allegedly done is put out a post to say, whoever this person is has got nothing to do with my family. Rachel responds to her by saying, I'm livid by what Warren's basically said. There's no way Warren should have said that. Who does Warren think he is? In fact, Warren doesn't even go out with Debbie. So Warren shouldn't know who turns up to the grave and who supports the family. What? Because that is basically what she is saying. And this is very manipulative within itself. Once again, proving that Rachel is a manipulative person and she is 100% been manipulating this case from day one. Why is she messaging Rachel? Why is that message that Warren posted bothering her that much that she is now messaging the person that she's always been in contact with? Why is Rachel making it look like Warren has done something wrong? Warren shouldn't be asking questions. It just doesn't make any sense to me. Rachel's attitude absolutely stinks. I don't know what makes her feel like Warren can't say what he feels on his own TikTok. But in all fairness, I'm not truly surprised. Why? Because this is a person from day one that's been trying to control the narrative. So these responses that she's given to this woman, Sharon, there's no surprise to him. This is an arrogant narcissist who's been trying to control the narrative, but not only that, she's been literally trying to control the way people think, what people feel, what people believe. This is absolutely outrageous.
With me a minute, because you'll get a public apology from him as well.
Oh, wow. Wow. Who does she think she is? Did you hear that? Listen to that again.
I sent a message to Debbie to ring me. The thing is, you won't understand, like, but Warren has no idea. Warren's not with Debbie and stuff, so he don't know who goes to the grave and who supports us and who doesn't. The fact he's wrote that, I'm livid myself. So just please bear with me a minute, because you'll get a public apology from him as well.
Wow. Wow. Who does she think she is? He doesn't know who supports us. He doesn't know nothing. Who does he think he is? You know what? Bear with me, because you're going to get a public apology as well. No way in hell was this person talking like she's running the show. Rachel is fully in the mindset of, I run the show. Why? Because she's been controlling the narrative from the very, very beginning.
I say, please don't fall out with anyone, not on my behalf. I'm a big girl. I just wasn't sure it was Warren's page at first, and I still don't know if it is.
It definitely is Warren's page.
No, I won't, Sharon, but I'm annoyed. He keeps doing. He's done it to a couple of things. He has no idea.
He has no idea. Well, help him understand. Give him an idea then, Rachel. Help him understand. Why doesn't Warren have an idea? Help him understand. Give him clarity, because it seems like you know everything. You've got all of the information. Oh, yeah, right. You and Brad have all of the information, don't you? So if Warren doesn't have an idea, and Warren is looking for closure, Warren is looking for clarity, Warren is looking for answers, then Rachel, why don't you give them to him? Give them to him. Sit him down and tell him exactly what he needs to know. What doesn't make any sense to me is how Rachel can claim that Warren doesn't have an idea. How doesn't Warren have an idea when Warren was searching that ravine? He put those videos up on his TikTok months and months and months later. Why? Because he doesn't have an idea, according to Rachel. See, the thing is, without Warren putting up those videos, we wouldn't have more evidence to prove that Rachel has been controlling this narrative, that Rachel has been on the ground trying to manipulate the way people think, what people feel, and ultimately what people believe. And on that basis, we have to thank Warren, because Warren's not stupid. Warren saw through everyone's bullshit. Even though there was a bunch of people trying to pull the wool over his eyes, he saw through all of that BS. And that's why months and months and months later, when everyone thought things were quietening down, Warren decided to post those videos. And then people might turn around and say, well, Wax, what have those videos done? Well, I'll tell you what those videos done. Those videos have given us more information, combined with all of the receipts and the information that we already had, connects dots and proves. It truly proves that there was one person, that one person was trying to play everyone, trying to play mind games, not only with the family, but with the media. And they have been behind the scenes working with the people that were last with Jay to corroborate a story to prevent their son from being implicated in whatever happens to Jay that evening. And that's one of the reasons why the stories have changed, the narratives have changed. And it's the reason why behind Callum's back, behind Millie's back, behind whoever else's back, Rachel and Brad decided to do an interview with Isla, because they wanted to what? Retake control of the narrative and push the investigation in the direction that they wanted it to go in.
He said a comment to me once before. I don't want to repeat that either. He's got a problem. I know he's lost his son and I get that, but...
No, you don't get it. You don't get it. Otherwise, you'd not be talking like this, Rachel. You do not get it. The disrespect that she is showing Jay's dad in this voice note is absolutely disgraceful.
He said a comment to me once before. I don't want to repeat that either. He's got a problem. I know he's lost his son and I get that.
He's got a problem. I know he's lost his son and I get that. You don't get it. What problem does he have? What problem do you think he has, Rachel? Please tell me what problem you think he has. What, you think he's got an attitude problem? Is that the problem he has? Has he got an aggression problem? Is that the problem he has? I mean, what type of problem does Warren have at this moment in time, Rachel? Please enlighten us, because you believe he's got a problem. What problem does he have? I'll tell you what problem he has. He has a problem with trusting people like you.
But the way he speaks to people sometimes is just disgusting. And
the way he speaks to people sometimes is just disgusting. Listen, I don't know Warren personally. but we've seen enough footage of Warren and the way he's kind of interacting in that footage to say he doesn't really come across like a spiteful man. Yeah, he was calling Millie Dora the Explorer. I think he was a bit frustrated at the time. I feel like he felt like he was being pulled left, right, and center without a clue on what anyone was doing. He believed the people that he was around were there to actually help him. He didn't think that the people he was around were going to pull the wool over his eyes and make it look like an accident. And now you've got the audacity to have these messages to people online who are claiming to be a part of the family but are not. Their only association to that family is through you. But it's funny that because all of the people that feel they have some sort of connection to that family, some sort of relationship to that family, including Chris Tenerife, their relationship and their connection and all of their communication was done through you. I've got a video of Chris Tenerife saying that he never spoke to Warren, he never spoke to Debbie whilst he was looking for Jay. He said that he didn't speak to them until the body was found. So who was Chris Tenerife speaking to then? His side chick, who was clearly seeded and planted by the same person that's in conversation with Sharon. She's the only person in this case that we have proof claiming she knows the side chick. Yeah, I know the side chick. Well, I don't know him like that, but yeah, I know him. Oh, you stumbled there, didn't you? But we've also got proof that Brandon put out a message with the side chick's name in it back in 2021. I've never heard of that name before the side chick come onto the scene. And all of a sudden, we can go back into the archives and find a message from Reston Cropper saying the side chick has gone mushroom picking. And then Lucy responds with a laughing emoji. Wow, it seems like this whole crew is very well connected, isn't it? And then they wonder why Warren doesn't trust them.
Just need to correct it. I'm not going to be cross, I promise you, and I'm not going to fall out with anybody. But I'm not having you have that wrote about you, not a chance.
What do you mean you're not going to have that wrote about you, not a chance? Listen, I don't know who this Sharon lady is. As far as I'm being told, the Sharon lady was in support for Jay, pretending to be his aunt. And here we have Rachel backing her over a post that Warren, a grieving dad, has put up, just to let the world know that this person isn't anything to do with my family. I don't know who this person is. Again, ladies and gentlemen, what this audio is proving is that Rachel is a control freak. Rachel has been making it look a certain way to people behind the scenes because she has been trying to take charge. She has been trying to control things.
But I also spoke to Jaden, Zach's best friend, so I would have thought that he would have known of me. All right.
It's just not acceptable. Please, please don't be disheartened because Debbie won't know anything about this. And the fact
Debbie won't know anything about this. This is the snippet that we reacted to in videos and videos and videos ago. Now we're getting, the real audio. We're understanding what Rachel was really talking about when she said Debbie won't know any of this. And by the sounds of it, Debbie's never going to know anything about it because Rachel's going to keep it under wraps.
Really say anything, that's between me and you in confidence, all right?
So I can't say anything, and that's between me and you in confidence, all right? So that's basically saying, don't tell anyone I told you that, okay? That's what she's basically saying, but unfortunately for her, this has all been leaked, and it's not looking good for you, Rachel. It is not looking good whatsoever. Let's just quickly pull that up. There's still about 40 seconds to go of this audio, guys. Make sure you hit the like button.
Don't be disheartened because Debbie won't know anything about this. And the fact Warren can't really say anything, that's between me and you in confidence, all right? So
why can't Warren say anything? Why can't he? How can you say that? We're talking about a grieving dad. He's just lost his son and he's not allowed to say anything. Tell us why, Rachel. Why is he not allowed to say anything? Like I said to you guys the last time we reacted to this snippet, the way she says that is like Warren's done something and Warren can't talk. Like it's like a blackmail tactic. Like how can Warren talk when he did that? No way can Warren tell me anything when he did that. Do you know what I mean? That's the way that comes across. If you go back to the early information in the Jay Slater case, it looked like there was a blackmail tactic being applied for the GoFundMe, making it look like Jay was still alive and he was being held against his will. And the narrative only changed, the tactic only changed when Mark Williams Thomas decided to land there and put Abe's picture out in the media.
Just not acceptable. Please, please don't be disheartened because Debbie won't know anything about this. And the fact Warren can't really say anything, that's between me and you in confidence, all right? So Yeah, I get that, but still, he could have asked someone, do we know who you are, rather than just put that all over TikTok. Anyway.
So this was
So he could have asked someone who you are instead of putting that all over TikTok. Now, look, I'm not too sure who this Sharon person is. I'm more or less responding to the voice notes that Rachel sent to the Sharon person. What I am concerned with is the attitude and the overall character of Rachel and the way she is disrespecting Warren, making it look like Warren didn't just lose his 19-year-old son. What makes it worse is he lost his 19-year-old son under mysterious circumstances. This is a case full of lies. This is a case full of contradictions. This is a case that's got more holes in it than Swiss cheese. Look, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not too sure how you feel about this, but I need to know exactly what you are thinking right about now. Leave all your comments in the comment section down below. Make sure you hit the like button. Do subscribe to the channel if we are new. Turn your notification bells on so we don't miss out on future videos. Make sure you go and check out the last video we dropped earlier today. My algorithm owes me an explanation, episode 3. That's a new series that we're going to be bringing to the channel. Disturbing, questionable, mysterious content I'm going to be publishing every couple of days. So make sure you turn your notification bells on so you don't miss out on that. And I look forward to seeing you guys on the next one.